This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Dallas Mavericks can please their home crowd. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
And even though they were the better team overall, they actually lost the season series against this club a year ago.
They get it again. Here's Lively. The layup off target. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Yes, Kevin, I caught up with Jason Kidd just a few minutes ago. He told me that Şengün won't be easy to contain. He pointed to his passing ability and said they can run their offense through him whether he's in the post or at the top of the key. He added his scoring, and he presents a unique challenge. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Irving with the steal. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Going inside, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Now, here's Şengün. VanVleet outside. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Boy, at his size, Fred VanVleet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
Here's Irving. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Thompson throws it down.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
And stolen by Thompson. Brooks with no one around. No good on his first attempt of the game. Here's Marshall. There's the drive. Out to Bridges. Outside Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Davis gets it to go.
Given his shooting ability, Irving presents a ton of problems in the pick and roll.
VanVleet outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. VanVleet's got 7.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Thompson with the bucket.
We see this night in and night out. Thompson uses his size and elevation to make tough shots in the paint.
Stolen by Thompson. Let's go. Rebound by Marshall.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Davis sets a screen. The kick out to Irving. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, missed inside.
This guy has not been a factor at all in this quarter, and it has hurt the team.
Just strong work defensively there in the low post. You got to be tough down in the paint.
Boy, he really anchors well on the block. Very difficult to back down.
It's rebounded by Şengün.
Boy, the wheels have definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Great pass by VanVleet. His first job on this squad is to facilitate.
Now here's Irving. Into the lane. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Irving's got his second basket of the game.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
And Green gets it to go.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Lively. And it's blocked by Şengün. They get it back. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Van Vliet. And the Mavericks making a change here. Outside, Davis. Now, Washington. This one for three. It doesn't go for him. And so it's Houston holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been.
16.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
To the inside. Here's Whitmore. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, man, when Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Dinwiddie with it. Now defended by Adams. And Adams sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. And the Mavericks making a change here. Dinwiddie outside. Lock at 6. Inside. It's stolen by Eason. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Rockets are making progress. Coach Ime Udoka said it doesn't happen overnight. Changing habits and things like that takes time. Guys learn and grow at a different pace. My thing is getting us all on the same page. We're not that far off. Kevin, they sure look like they're building in the right direction.
David, they are, and some good vets have helped as well. And we thank you for that report. Back to Washington. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Doris, when you think of Mikal Bridges, what comes to mind?
The fact that he is available almost every single night, that you can count on him to bring great defensive intensity. He's become a legitimate threat from three-point territory, and now all of a sudden he's adding some ball skills. Mikal Bridges gets better every single year. Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the three. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Bridges left side. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, Mikal Bridges with the big-time strength on that finish.
Smith on the wing. Lets it go with the 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Houston. They've led by as much as 10. Following this one, they get to host the Warriors. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Eason gets a wide-open look. Off target with his 3. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now to the Mavericks. They trail by 6. There's a screen. And there it is for him.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
Outside Holiday. .133 left in the first half of the game. And it goes down 2 points. And the Rockets lead by 6.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Both teams will make substitutions. 1:29 left to play here in the half. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Shots good by Lyles.
And such great feel for the game. Whitmore knowing where his teammates are at all times.
Irving surveying the floor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Davis sets a screen to the middle. And it's Davis with the jam.
A selfless play by Irving off the pick and roll, putting the team first.
Pass to Whitmore. Lyles with the screen. Here's Adams. Robinson with the block.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
And here's Irving. Gets it off. And that one released in time, but no good. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets lead by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Brooks. Pass to Şengün. Now Van Vliet. Back to Şengün. 5 to shoot. Thompson inside the line. With his first shot attempt. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got the first basket of the second half here for the Rockets. Pass to Marshall. Back to Irving. Dallas moving the ball around. Bridges inside the three-point line. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Houston leading by 7. Here's Van Vliet. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Davis.
To me, that's about the speed of Van Vliet being on display right there. Forces the defense to act, and they foul him on his way to the cup. Nicely done.
And so it's Dallas with them. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Here's Irving. Pass to Marshall. Irving with it. The 3. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Irving's got 8 points.
That is pure from Kyrie. Fantastic working off the catch.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And it's Green missing.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Davis with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. Outside Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. Green, no luck.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And Green slams it in.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Irving attacking. And they recover it. Over to the left wing. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Down low. Here's Davis. Şengün with the rebound. Rockets leading by 7. Brooks has got space. And Lively pulls it down. To the paint. Here's Washington. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And when you look at P.J. Washington, his value, DB, lies in his defensive versatility.
Well, he's cross-positional. You can switch virtually every position with him on the defensive end. There's a strong physical presence, but maybe my favorite attribute is he's fearless. There's a toughness and an edge, and boy, you give him a big shot to take, he's not going to hesitate.
Irving with it, picked up by Thompson. Outside Irving. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Dillon Brooks.
This guy is as difficult to cover as there is in the NBA. Kyrie Irving, the master at drawing contact.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Thompson, left side. Another miss by Houston. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Lively with the screen. To the inside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Lively's got his first points in this one.
Derek Lively at such a young age, such a good screener, and then gets to open space and finishes. Everything you want from a young big.
Mavericks trailed by 3. Down low. Here's Lively. And finished off by Lively.
Oh, my goodness. Not only a vertical threat, but a big-time finisher, Derek Lively.
Goes up to the stripe. Thompson misses. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Rockets ahead, up by 1.
37.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And so it's Exum with it. They'll bring it up for the Mavericks. It's a 1-point game. Inside. To take the lead. That one misses. And here we go. Fast break, and Whitmore's got it. Smith outside. Six on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 3.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Here's Dinwiddie. Rockets with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Smith outside. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now beasting.
It's taken away by Smith. Pass to Adams. Here's Holiday. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really hard.
And it's denied. Outside Holiday. Out left to the wing. Eason with it. Pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smith. Up again. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Mavericks trailed by 5. Back to Dinwiddie. Davis sets a screen. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Dallas making a switch here. On offense, here are the Rockets. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That's his first foul. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Jason Kidd going over the plan with his team for the last few minutes. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Thank you, David. Here's the break. Second chance shot. And they'll get another chance. Adams in the corner. Here's Eason. He shoot again. And it's blocked.
Just stellar defense from Derek Lively. Uses that length to send it back.
We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Rockets.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And the other thing, guys, credit their game plan. They've been getting the looks they want, and they are executing at a high level.
That one drops for him.
Yeah, scouts have said Smith needs to get stronger, and maybe that's the case, but well, he sure muscled that one in.
Houston with a big group substitution here. And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Here's Green. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
The shot's good from Irving.
Guys, it doesn't get much bigger than that. Irving coming up huge right there with the bucket.
Here's Green. It's rebounded by Dallas. 1:03 left in the fourth. And on the way from Irving for three. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Here's Green. And Green slams it in.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute. Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Three-pointer, Brooks. And it's desperation time now.
Doesn't matter if it's a 2 or a 3. They need the quickest shot possible.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Irving double team. Outside, Davis. Just 5 on the clock. So we see the Rockets get the win here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season.